Hello friends, welcome to my channel Power of AEM. In this video, we will talk about and learn about how we can create content fragments. As in the previous video, we have already learned about how we can create content fragment models and do setup of overall configuration for content fragments. So let's get started to understand how we can create content fragments. This is the AEM home screen, and from this screen, you can create content fragments. So as you know, content fragments are part of assets. So we need to go in the assets card, then files, and we have created earlier some content fragment models. So in that case, we have created content fragment. So I have created a folder with the name of demo content fragment. So I have created all the content fragments here. In the previous video, we discussed how we have categorized one of the use case in subparts. So I have created folder structure in the same fashion where I do have engine, fuel, and interior, which are part of one vehicle. So I have created different folders so I can easily find out all the content fragment models. And as per the best practices, it is always follow the hierarchical structure to manage all the assets. So for example, engine. If I go in the engine, I have created two content fragment models. But in case you want to create a new content fragment, you need to click on the create button and select the content fragment option. It will show you all the available models. As you can see, it is a wizard with two steps. In first step, we are talking about models, and in the second, the properties. So in the first step, we will select the available model. As we are under engine section or engine folder, so we need to select the appropriate model. So for example, if I'm selecting engine and click on the next, I need to provide title, test engine. So I'm providing title like test engine, any description that you want to add, and text that you want to associate with this fragment. This is under basic tab, but if you go in the advanced tab, it is a name, and name is auto populated. For example, if you are changing your title, for example, test engine for multi-purpose, automatically name will be changed. So you can leave that section as well, but make sure you are providing the title as that is a mandatory one. Once you are done with this, click on the create button and model will be created for you. So you just need to click on select the done option. And here you can see this is the new content fragment model with the name of test engine for multipurpose that we just created. However, I have created two models earlier. So once you are done with this kind of configuration, you need to add the value. So for example, your content business user or might be technical person has created the content fragment models, and based on that, your content authors can create fragments, which we are discussing in this video. So you need to add the value, which type of value you want to add. You can select this arrows icons to add the value, or you can just type here. For example, if I'm talking about the engine CC, then you can type a value for that engine and which kind of engine that is. So I'm just placing a value, IVCT, number of cylinders, as this is a drop down, so you can choose one of the option from this drop down, and it is a mandatory one, so you cannot leave that fields. For example, engine type and cylinder. However, displacement is not the mandatory one. For example, if you are leaving this field, you can see the error message which we added while creating the content fragment model. You can refer the previous video, or you can go in the playlist section and can check how you can create content fragment model. So in that model, we added this option or this text as an error message. So it is appearing here. Once I'm adding the text, it is disappearing. So once you click on the save, either you can save and close, or you can just save it. I'm selecting save and close option. And as you can see earlier it was blank, and now I do have some values, whatever I have added here. Similarly, I have added some values here for one of the car A and another car B. So if I go back to the another folder, for example, fuel, similarly, I have added all the values under fuel. So like that, your authors can create content fragment based on the models. And once these models are created by your content authoring team, now you can add all those in your main or parent content fragment. So we discussed earlier while creating the content fragment models, how you can take a reference of your existing content fragment. In the same way, first section or first field, that is vehicle image, here we are using content reference. Content reference means you want to pull out any of the image from your asset hierarchy. So for that, I have added one of the image, and I want to show this for my content fragment. Similarly, I want to add a reference, content reference. I mean the existing content fragment, which I want to reutilize. For how I can reutilize that in my parent content fragment. You can just click on this tick mark button, and once you click on that, it will show you how many different options are available. As you can see, I can see only the relevant folder. For example, if I'm talking about, this is a section for engine, and if I'm clicking on the or traversing any of the content fragment, existing content fragment, it is starting from the engine hierarchy, not showing any up hierarchy. So this is how you can design so your content authors will never be confused from where they need to start. They will be directly landing on the right folder from where they can reutilize any existing fragment. So you can select any of the content fragment and click on the select, and this is how your path will be appearing here. Similarly, if I'm talking about interior or fuel, if I click on that, you can see the fuel folder is appearing. So we are not showing any of different folder. For example, if I'm opening up interior, it is not showing either fuel or engine folder. It is showing only the interior folder. So this is how you can design your content fragment models. So your while creating the content fragments, it will be easy for your authors to select the right existing fragments. So once you are done with this, again, you need to click on save and close, and you are done with the content authoring creation. So I have created multiple content fragments and repurpose all those content fragments as well. However, we discussed one more feature uh, in our first video when we were talking about overview. So there are multiple options available. For example, if you want to create any different variation, as you know, I have selected different values here, like car B fuel, car B interior, all options I selected for car B. However, I want to create a new variation where I want to show a different value. That is also possible. For that, you need to click on the create variation option. Once you click on the create variation option, it will give you another section to fill out. And here I just changed the fuel option, which is car A, and interior is also from car A. So that is how you can do a changes. And image also, you can see this image is different. I have added a black car image, and in the master one, I have added, sorry, images similar, but options are different. For example, I'm talking about interior, the car B fuel, that is different from the master one. So this is how I design my content fragment model. Sorry, content fragment with different variations. So I do have two different variations. One is master, another is for MX. Those variations I can reutilize for different purposes. Either at any point of time, if I want to delete that variation or rename that variation, options are always available for us, and we can do the right appropriate changes on our variations. Similarly, if you want to see associated content, you just need to click on the folder associated content, and you can add your associated content here. And in case you want to annotate any of the information, or for example, you are the reviewer of the content fragment data, and if you are not liking any of the information that you want to show it to your users, in that case you can annotate that. And how you can annotate that, just select that the option annotation, add your comments like change car image, and you are done. So it is showing you want to change the car image, and whosoever is the creator, they can check that out. And once they are checking that out, it will be either actionable, they can do the changes, or they can revert with their comments. So any appropriate action will be taken care by the authors, and once done, they can resolve your in or whatever feedback you have given to them. So this is how you can add your comments and do the review and leverage the content fragment features. So I just added few, I just showcase you how you can do the day-to-day operations with your content authoring team, and how different teams you can involve for your day-to-day operations. So thank you for watching. I hope this video will be helpful to understand to create and manage the content fragments. Do subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.